Oh gosh guys, I've been wanting to film this video for such a long time and finally here we are in my bed because it's time to share with you my most favorite perfumes that I wear when I go to sleep or just spend time in my bed. And if you want to find out more about them, well then please keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. Did you notice the change in my appearance? Yes, I'm wearing glasses today. Shocking, right? I got them from TIG and Eyewear. Highly recommend this company to you in case you're looking for very trendy eyeglasses. I got another pair with blue light protective lenses and another sunglass pair, but this is somehow nerdy and sexy, and I just thought it will bring in something, playful into my look, although this animal printed robe on its own is already pretty ha 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 la 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 like. Anyway, you guys, with that being said, we are going to talk about bedtime perfumes today, and I would like to know right away how you feel about fragrances in bed. I'm pretty much sure that for some they will be overwhelming and maybe important for others. Of course, I have an entire list of favorites that I wear specifically in my bed. Today I'll be telling you more about them, why do I wear them, and when do I wear them. So if you are interested in that, then that's great. I hope you will learn something interesting for you today, because this is kind of like a little bit of a different kind of video. And let's get started with my OG favorite that I've been wearing consistently for years, specifically when I'm in my bed, and that's actually by 4160 Tuesdays, perfume called Silk, Lace and Chocolate. And you guys, although it's about chocolate, and yes, it smells chocolatey, I like that it is not this heavy type of a chocolate fragrance. Some of them can be a bit overwhelming and just heavy, and this one is not like that. It has lots of bergamot, so it's very fresh. There is this note of strawberry that brings in a very playful element, and originally it was created as a limited edition for the Valentine's Day, and I'm very glad that right now it's in the permanent catalog of this brand, because it's just like my happy bedtime fragrance that I personally love to wear when I'm watching some movies or comedy shows, and it's just like so satisfying. It is gourmand like the majority of today's fragrances are gonna be, and I'll tell you why so. But yeah, just in case you crave sweets at night and you don't really want to eat them because that's unhealthy, then just wear something that would smell yummy and delicious. And if you like chocolatey perfumes, then yeah, Silk, Lace and Chocolate is what I personally love a lot and highly recommend. So let's move on to my second favorite that I wear only in my bed, like I do with Silk, Lace and Chocolate, and this time it's about vanilla, not chocolate. Another gourmand note though, and today we'll be talking a lot about vanilla. And one of my most sexy favorite bedtime vanillas is Nuage d'Or by this Russian indie brand theseperfumes. You guys, in here you get like this beautiful almond powder cloud with like a fruity icing, so it's very vanillic and it is very powdery. The powder in here is super bold and intense, and it's quite a sexy perfume. It really gets me into the mood. So I'm not saying that this is like bedtime like of a fragrance. Instead, I would describe it as a very posh and super powerful perfume that is very chic, can be worn when you're dressed up, but for some strange reason I really reach out for it when I'm in my bed, maybe doing something during the evening, because you know it's pretty intense. When you spray it on and you go to sleep, you'll be able to smell it all the time. Probably that's why it lasts me for such a long time. So I don't spray a lot of it, just not to overwhelm myself, but it's just such a unique sort of tropical frangipani yellow powder gorgeousness in a bottle. I'm a big fan of it, but if I want something a bit darker, I go for this perfume Lakshmi's Touch, which is special and unique because it's in a solid form. You can't spray it on as the rest of these perfumes, and it is by the Natural House Gather perfume. I really like this presentation, that's why I keep it in the box. This is a very cute note with the story of the perfume and the notes, but I really want to show you the inside because I find that adding these gorgeous dried leaves and materials that are inside just put you into the mood, you know. Can you see the cardamom seeds? I find this is awesome. And even more beautiful, I find this compact that I am obsessed with because it reminds me of my childhood days when I used to, you know, go through my grandmother's stuff and, you know, find something cool. And what can be prettier than this? I mean, like, I'm just obsessed opening it because it's true magic. It's like some kind of vintage miracle that smells so delicious. It smells spicy because of cardamom that actually brings some chai latte vibes to me. But other than that, there is cacao absolute, there is damask rose, aged patchouli, jasmine, sacred tulsi, balsam, and Mysore sandalwood. So you get this amazing cardamom, and if you love cardamom, this is a must try for sure. And I just like how dark it is. It's very grounding, and just like applying it with my finger on my temples, it's just such a peaceful and relaxing experience. Since it's quite a dark fragrance, it's amazing for colder weather because it's so warm and hugging, and it's important to me feel safe and warm when I go to sleep, otherwise I can't fall asleep because I'm always cold. So this I've been wearing since I got it, and it's my new absolute favorite. But something that I've been having for a longer time and specifically bought to wear in my bed is Little Smile by DSH Perfumes, and you all know how much I love this brand. I do wear a lot of DSH samples when I'm in my bed because I find them cute and I can play them and you know, just be very creative. But this particular fragrance is quite simple because it's about musk being vanillic and gentle. It's second skin like fragrance. It's nothing super special and groundbreaking, but this simplistic composition definitely creates the beautiful comforting and very peaceful atmosphere that is important, you know, when you want to relax, kind of let all the troubles of the day just disappear. It's good for that. It's very creamy in its texture, which I enjoy a lot. Actually have it on myself a lot on my neck. So yeah, I just think that this is like a no-brainer for me. If I don't want to be bothered by the choice, I always go for the Little Smile that indeed puts a little smile on my face, because it's another sort of mood enchanter for me. Something else that is equally as light and pleasant to wear is Le Chante Camache by Latizan Perfume, which was actually BENNI'S gift to me in 2020, and I used up this sample. I was obsessed with it. That's why I required a full bottle, which now I don't really wear that often when I am in my bed, but with the sample I was like crazy in my bed. like we are best friends. And this is a very abstract floral composition that, yes, is powdery, and since I love powdery scents, you've noticed that I wear the majority of powdery perfumes when I'm in bed because I feel most comfortable with them. And this is just a very lovely light luminous kind of fragrance with beautiful note of sandalwood and rice powder. It's just so gorgeous. So one of my favorites, but something that I find is like truly addictive and just so cozy to wear in the evening and to bed is Perfect Vanilla. And as promised, you're getting lots of different vanillas today. This one is by Horvitz Perfumes, and it's a quite dense vanilla, but it has this fun note of blood orange in the top, so it's like a citrus, but yeah, pretty dense vanilla, you guys, and it's so good. They offer body products that are scented with their fragrances, so you can get matching body product and a perfume. And since this one is this roller bottle that is oil, I can just dot it all over myself, and as I move around I can smell it, and there is something about the scent of vanilla that is so deeply satisfying and literally relaxes and makes you feel better right away. So I highly recommend you to get some kind of beautiful vanilla perfume in case you want more of good time when you go to bed, if you know what I'm talking about. And this is one of my top recommendations for that. However, I want to throw in something a bit different. It is still in the gourmand category, but it is boozy, and I love boozy scents a lot. You know, if you're drinking alcohol, of course it can have different effect on everyone, but sometimes it can really relax and kind of like ease your pain, and so do boozy perfumes. So once again, don't eat chocolate, don't drink alcohol, just wear perfumes that smell like that. And one of which I personally love is Angel's Share by Stolen Perfume, and one of their perfumes won Art and Olfaction Awards in 2020. But I really love this one because it's so boozy, and literally in the opening it's really alcoholic and smells like pina colada, but with cognac. So it's quite intense, but it is natural, and it is quite soft as it involves on the skin, which I like because I prefer intimate fragrances when I'm in my bed. I don't want to smell constantly of perfume intensely, and so you get kind of like very tropical experience with this fragrance, which is very tasteful. It has a lot of body to it. There's so much going on in here, and at the same time it's pretty relaxing. So there is Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee in there, I know that, and also reminds me of a overripe plum. So yeah, it's soft in its development, but when you're like applying it, you're like, oh yeah, it's like drinking delicious aged alcohol. Because I know that there is some room action going on. If you're interested in more information, check out the website. But to complete this video, I want to with something slightly different from everything else I've mentioned today, particularly in case you're wondering, okay, Yana, you're wearing so many gourmands, so many sweet perfumes when you're in bed, why not to wear something herbaceous? And that's a good question, but you know, I'm not the biggest fan of herbal perfume, so I prefer something that I'm personally comfortable with, particularly when I want just really feel very good. But one of herbal notes that has this calming property is of course lavender, with which I'm very picky. And one of my most favorite lavender perfumes, hands down, is Twice to Tea by Poesy Perfume. Basically because it smells like Earl Grey tea with an infusion of vanilla syrup and lots of milk and just a hint of lavender. So it's there, it creates this aromatic feel, but it is mostly about creamy, beautiful, fresh tea and I am a huge fan of tea. I drink herbal tea when I go to bed because it calms me down from within. And then just applying a little bit of this fragrance that once again has that gorgeous vanilla that I love. It's just like, it's such a good perfume that was featured in so many of my top lists, such as lavender, tea, and many others. So I highly recommend you this one, not only for the bedtime, but just like for the time when you want very cozy experience. I love to read books and wear this perfume. It's quite romantic and calming. And on that note, that completed this video, which I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching. If you had fun, please give me a thumbs up, and of course let me know which of my recommendations sounded interesting to you. And if you wear some perfumes to bed, please let me know more about them. And of course, request future content. As this video was requested, I'm always looking forward to hear your feedback. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. Check out the description box for more helpful information. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other in my next one. Bye. And of course, guys, like this video if you wanna see part 2 of perfumes that I wear in my bed.